What up? What up? What up? Welcome to the Live Game, episode 133. This is the Average Man's Perspective on Football. I am your co-host Marcus. Joining me on the panel tonight is Herman. Say what up, Herman.
Hey. And the sound effects still aren't working.
I just heard you just hit the sound effects.
No.
Y'all don't hear that?
No.
For real?
Really?
I think y'all lying.
Oh, yeah, all three of us are lying. Yeah.
You don't hear these applause?
No.
That's weird. Oh, what the hell's going on? Anyway, next up we got Brian. Say what up, Brian.
Carpe Omina.
I don't even know what the hell that means. What does that mean?
You'll find out later.
You gonna make me Google it. And last but not least, we got Mark. Say what up, Mark.
Good evening.
Damn.
I need the anybody listen to the audience. Let me know you put in the chat if you hit them flowers because I sure hit them flowers. Anyway,
That chick will be crickets because ain't nobody hearing that.
Anyway, before we get started, I want to encourage everyone to like, share, and subscribe. So if you watch on YouTube, you can catch us on Facebook and our Facebook group, The Live Game. We're on Twitter at The Live Game 3 and on Instagram at The Official Delay of Game. So we are here. There will not be a Sunday without football until middle of February from here on out. So we are back. Football season is back. Are you ready for some football? I know I sure am. We got some good games this weekend. And so who's hosting tonight?
I guess I am.
Yeah.
Who has the TV playing in the background?
Oh.
Mr. Professional.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for joining us. Brian's going to turn his TV off now, so we'll start the show. Like Marcus said, football season is finally up on us. We have the Thursday night opener tomorrow. We have Sunday games. We have Sunday night games. We have Monday night games. We got games. Everybody. So, we're gonna get into our picks later on. We're gonna do some outrageous predictions for the year. We're gonna do our playoff predictions, but first we're gonna hit y'all with our news that we usually hit you with. So Marcus, go ahead and hit them with the news.
Sure. So, Nick Bosa's prolonged holdout is over. The reigning AP NFL Defensive Player of the Year has agreed to a 5-year, $170 million extension with the 49ers. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reported on Wednesday. Rappaport added the contract includes $122.5 million in guarantees, and San Francisco will waive all fines Bosa incurred during his holdout. Bosa is now the highest paid defensive player in NFL history with an average per salary of $34 million, besting Aaron Donald $31.7 million with the Rams.
Overpaid. Excuse me. Oh, something's in my throat.
Are you going to say that when Michael Parsons' contract comes up?
The team hostage. Can't afford a quarterback now.
Are you going to say the same thing when Michael Parsons' contract come up?
Oh,
no, he'll be that.
That's the first thing I thought too when I saw that contract. I was like Micah about to get paid. But he got his money. I mean, he got his money. That's all I can say. And I guess that they can afford to do that because they're not paying a top tier quarterback or top tier quarterback money anyway either. So, all right. So I'll hit you with the next news story. Kansas City Chiefs Kansas City Chiefs starting tight end Travis Kelce hyperextended his knee in practice on Tuesday, putting his availability in the season opener in jeopardy. Tests revealed Kelce's ACL was intact, but the knee had inflammation. The Chiefs will be retesting his knee on Wednesday to determine his availability for the season opener. That's concerning. If he's not 100%,
the point spread dropped.
Did it?
Yeah.
I think they can still beat Detroit without him. So you know that's one of them you got to weigh the decision type here. It's a long season, so it'll be interesting. I'll throw it to you, Brian, for the next news story.
All right, guys. So now the preseason is over. The NFL has released its latest power rankings. The Chiefs again still number 1. Eagles are number 2. Bills 3. Niners 4. Bengals 5. Cowboys 6. Ravens 7. Dolphins 8. Jags 9. And the Jets 10. I didn't put it in the story, but the Steelers had jumped up like 4 spots based on how well they played in the preseason.
What's with the disrespect of the Bengals? How are the Bills better than the Bengals?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Very good question.
I'll give you the 49ers. I'll give you the 49ers, even though I think that's it too.
How the Chargers didn't? Where were the Chargers at, Brian?
Kellen Moore is the Chargers offensive coordinator.
I want to say like 13 or 14, but I can't tell you for sure.
Hey Herman, all season now, you are not having anything to say good about the Chargers and Kellen Moore.
Most definitely.
Well, we'll let Herman pick that game first too.
All right, Mark, go ahead and read your news story.
Hey, this whole thing must be about the Kansas City Chiefs because Kansas City Chiefs defensive tackle Chris Jones didn't rule out the possibility he would play in 2023 season opener against the Lions on Thursday night, despite his long holdout. Jones, 29, told reporters Wednesday at a promotional event in Miami, "I could play, I could be on the sidelines for the game, but he may not. It looks like I don't think he's going to play."
He playing games with the Chiefs. He's so disrespectful. I mean, right after Bosa signed, now you got kind of a cap. I feel like for he ain't making that much.
Well, he wanted to be the second highest paid behind Aaron Donald. So I don't know. We see how they go.
Oh, so he don't even want to be above Aaron Donald, but that might change now that this new contract.
He wanted to be second, but yeah, it might. Yeah, you're right. It might change.
Jones he's a tackle though, right? He's a defensive tackle. Right?
Defensive tackle, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But they moving around on the line, so he plays tackle.
They do.
On the end.
And they a stat yesterday on the NFL Network that was eye-boggling on how much difference he makes when he's on the field.
He's a difference maker. He's a huge
difference maker to that defense. They basically have no pressure without him.
Wow. See what happens when you have to pay your real quarterback?
Yeah.
49ers just threw all their money at their defensive end because they ain't paying no real quarterback. So it's a juggle, man. It really is. But yeah, we'll see. I don't see him coming back before. What is it? He can sit out for how many games? Like 8. He has to come back by week 8 or something like that, or to get his year. And then he ain't gonna be ready to play for probably another couple weeks after he comes back. Yeah, he could possibly derail their chance for a back-to-back Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's definitely we can't wait till Thursday. It's gonna see you may get a good glimpse of what's going to go on with their team and how quickly they may or may not have to sign him.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they are playing Detroit. Detroit still has to prove it. Detroit's got Goff. I think they can get by there, but without him. But we'll see. They say we'll get into those predictions later. All right. Let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and finish off our playoff predictions. For everybody that watched the last 2 weeks, we did the AFC first and then the NFC, and now we're going into the playoffs, and we're going to predict all the way up to who we think is going to win the Super Bowl. All right. So. Mark, you can kick this one off. Are you ready?
We're starting with the wild card round, right?
Yeah,
the wild card round.
Yeah, the wild card round first.
So, in the first round of wild card, I've got the Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. I got the Ravens winning that. Second game, I got Buffalo taking on Miami. I got Buffalo winning that one. And in the third game, I got the Bengals and the Jaguars taking on that one. I got Bengals winning that particular game. So the Bengals, the Ravens, Buffalo both advance to the next round.
Okay. We're saying okay, so we're gonna stay on AFC. All right. Brian.
Go to Marcus first.
Oh, Marcus.
So I got the number 2 Bengals against the number 7 Chargers, and the Bengals will win. I have the number 3 Dolphins against the number 6 Steelers. I got the Steelers winning. I got the number 4 Jaguars against the number 5 Ravens. I have the Ravens winning. So I have the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Ravens going to the divisional round.
Okay. So I have the number 2 Bengals playing the number 7 Chargers, and the Bengals win that one. I have the number 3 Jaguars playing the number 6 Jets, and I have the Jets winning that one. And I have the number 4 Bills playing the number 5 Ravens, and the Bills win that one. So I have Buffalo, the Jets, and the Bengals advancing into the next round, the division round. Brian?
Okay. I have the Bengals playing the Jets. I have the Ravens playing Kansas City, and the Broncos playing the Titans. And
He did his outrageous prediction.
no, shut up. How do y'all see it? I didn't see it.
Who won?
That's what I'm trying to find. Trying to find it. That's how I was kind of messing around. I don't know why I can't find it.
Who did you highlight? Like,
Highlight.
You're not logged into your
I mean,
scenario?
it doesn't show highlight. I don't know why. I went all the way through the final.
You have to pull up your scenario. Did you save it?
Yeah, I sure did. Maybe I'm at the wrong. Let me look at this other one because I did say like 3 of them.
I was wondering he was naming who's
Hey,
in.
we
I'm
only
like,
got about 42 minutes left in the show.
oh, we
You
got
know.
plenty of time. Don't worry.
How about them Bengals now?
Fifth Beetle just joined. How you doing, Fifth Beetle?
Did he finish?
You put something in the comment?
Still waiting for it.
What's up, Corey?
All right. I'm on the right one now. Let me just.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, happy belated birthday to the 5th Beater.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
happy
it's-
birthday,
happy
Fifth
birthday.
Beetle.
Since he didn't want to put it in the thing, Herman had to do it. That's how it comes.
I was surprised that Marcus didn't beat me to that one.
Okay, so the Bengals, the Kansas City, and the Titans progress.
Who the Titans beat?
The Titans beat the Broncos.
The
Yeah,
Broncos.
Broncos even in the conversation.
Hey, man.
That's what I said. He's doing his outrageous picks. Okay,
Broncos country. Let's ride. Let's
let's
ride.
switch over. Are we switching over to the AFC side now to do the wild card? Y'all want to do it
Yeah,
that way?
NFC.
NFC? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's do the
NFC.
NFC.
All right, Mark.
All right. In the NFC, in the wild card round, I've got the number 2 49ers taking on the number 7 Green Bay. The 49ers win that one. I've got the number 6 Cowboys taking on the number 3 Lions. I've got the Cowboys winning that one, advancing. I've got the number 5 Chicago Bears taking on the number 4 Saints. So in the wild card round, I've got the Bears, the Cowboys, and the 49ers all advancing.
All right, Marcus.
I have the number 2 Eagles taking on the number 7 Vikings. Eagles win. I got the number 3 Lions taking on the number 6 Cowboys. I got the Lions advancing. I got the number 4 Saints taking on the number 5 Commanders. And I have the Saints advancing. So I got the Saints, the Lions, and the Eagles.
Why are we doing outrageous predictions? I don't understand. All right. So I have the number 2 Cowboys taking on the number 7 Bears. The Cowboys advance. I have the number 3 Vikings taking on the number 6 Eagles, and the Eagles advance. And then I have the number 4 Saints taking on the number 5 Rams, and the Saints advance. Brian.
All right, so I have the number 5 Eagles beating the number 4 Seahawks. I'm not. I'm sorry. I got the number 6 Minnesota Vikings beating the the Saints, and I have all away teams winning. I have the Lions beating the Bears.
So you have all road teams winning on
All road teams
on
winning.
wild card weekend. Wow. Okay, that's really interesting. All right, let's move into the divisional rounds. AFC, Mark, who you got?
AFC now, I've got the number 1 Kansas City Chiefs taking on the number 6 Buffalo Bills. Kansas City moves on to the next round. I've got the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens, number 2. That's number 5 against number 2. And I've got the Ravens winning that one. So the AFC Championship, I've got the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens.
All right, Marcus.
So I got the number 1 Chiefs taking on the number 6 Steelers. I got the Chiefs winning. I got the number 2 Bengals taking on the number 5 Ravens, and I have the Ravens winning. So I got the Ravens and Chiefs in the conference championship.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So I have the number 1 Chiefs taking on the number 6 Jets, and the Chiefs win that one. And I have the number 2 Bengals taking on the number 4 Bills, and the Bengals win that one. So I got the number 1 seed Chiefs taking on the number 2 seed Bengals in the AFC Championship. Brian?
All right, I have the number 3 Chiefs beating the number 2 Tennessee Titans, and I have the number 5 Bengals beating the number 1 seed Cleveland Browns.
Sorry.
So I have Kansas City and the Bengals again in the championship game.
So we got the same. All right. Let's slide on over to the NFC. Mark?
NFC, I've got the number 1 Eagles taking on the number 6 Cowboys. I've got the Cowboys advancing in that one. I've got the Chicago Bears, number 5 seed, taking on the number 2 seed 49ers, and I got the Niners on that one. I've got the Cowboys and the 49ers in the NFC Championship.
And who's the higher seed?
The 49ers.
The 49ers.
So the Cowboys were playing, and in
we got the Cowboys got the number 6 seed.
Okay.
All right, Marcus, what you got?
I have the number 1 49ers taking on the number 4 Saints, and the 49ers winning. I have the number 2 Eagles taking on the number 3 Lions, and I have the Eagles winning. So I have the Eagles and the 49ers in the NFC
Championship game again.
Yes.
How original.
You know what? You lucky it's a family show.
So me and Mark, we were identical, but our seedings were different. I have the number 1 49ers taking on the number 6 seed Eagles, with the 49ers winning that one. And I have the number 2 Cowboys taking on the number 4 Saints, with the Cowboys winning that one. That takes us to the NFC Championship. The number one Saints versus the number 2 Cowboys. Brian?
You got the Saints and the Cowboys?
I'm sorry, number 1 49ers.
Oh.
And the number 2 Cowboys.
We got the same.
So we have the same NFC Championship. It's just different seeding.
All right, so I have the number 6 Vikings losing to the number 5 Eagles, and I have the number 7 Lions losing to the number 1 seed Dallas Cowboys. So I have an NFC East championship game, Cowboys Eagles in Texas.
Nice. All right, let's slide on over to wait. We did the AFC already, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're into the championship round. Mark?
And my AFC championship between the Baltimore Ravens, the number 2 seed, and the number 1 Kansas City Chiefs, I got the Chiefs advancing to the Super Bowl again.
Marcus?
I have the number 1 Chiefs against the number 5 Ravens. And I also have the Chiefs advance to the Super Bowl yet again.
I have the number 1 Chiefs playing the number 2 Bengals, but the Bengals come out with the victory and are going to the Super Bowl. Brian?
All right, Herman, we kind of there. I'm with you on that. I have the Bengals going into Arrowhead and taking down the Kansas City Chiefs. And I have the Eagles flying back to Philly with a loss. The Cowboys and the
We're not
Cincinnati
doing the
Bengals.
NFC yet. We're not doing it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks for jumping into the NFC.
I got the
He's
Cowboys.
running with it. He done got that joke and took off.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There's my Super Bowl.
Who is it?
The Cowboys and the Bengals. Me and Mike gonna watch that Super Bowl. Whoever wins, gotta buy the other person some chicken.
All right. That's wild. I'm gonna go ahead and go now too because I got the Cowboys beating the 49ers and I got the Cowboys and Bengals in the Super Bowl. Mark, who you got?
Don't mess it up, Mark.
I've got the San Francisco 49ers beating the Cowboys. So I've got the Kansas City Chiefs and the 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Your Super Bowl has already been done, Mark. Be original.
Right.
So I also have the 49ers beating the Eagles. So it's another Kansas City and 49ers Super Bowl.
Oh, God.
Smart
Turn
man.
the page. Both of y'all, turn the page.
All right. So let's go to the Super Bowl. Who we got in the Super Bowl? Mark?
I think it'll be another compelling, excellent, exciting Super Bowl to watch. But I got Kansas City winning again. Kansas City repeats as a Super Bowl champion. Kansas City.
Marcus, who you got?
All right. The dynasty will be established. The Kansas City Chiefs beats the 49ers. Patrick Mahomes, greatest quarterback ever.
All right, Brian, who you got?
All right, so I'm glad me and Herman got some original ones. The Cowboys narrowly beat the Bengals and win the Super Bowl and get number 6.
As much as I wanted to pick it, I just couldn't do it. I got the Bengals beating the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, so more heartbreak for the Cowboys fans. Close game, but it's going to be a good one. So there you have it. So we got Cowboys, Bengals, and 2 Chiefs. Nothing original about them picks at all.
You know?
Ain't nothing original about y'all picks.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Ain't nothing original about your
The Cowboys have never played Cincinnati in the Super Bowl.
Right. I mean, it's easy to pick the last year's Super Bowl winner. That's easy.
Well, nobody. I don't know. Last year, nobody picking the Rams to make the Super Bowl,
They didn't make it last year.
and nobody picked them on this panel. So
Well,
Yeah, they didn't make it, though, so that was a good thing.
okay, so you keep saying so it's easy to pick last year.
But we all picked the Chiefs.
Nobody picked the Rams last year.
What's the Rams got to do with it? You talking about 2 years ago?
He just said it's so easy to pick last year's champion.
That the Rams weren't in it last year, tough guy. The Eagles
I'm
were.
talking about last year.
Last year was the Eagles and the
Last
Chiefs.
year we did not pick. Nobody on this panel picked the Rams to be in the Super Bowl. So
Oh God!
I know it's hard for you to
Are you saying when the Rams went to the Super Bowl is what you
He's saying because the Rams and the Chiefs won the Super Bowl the year before,
Herman
we didn't pick the
said
Rams and the
easy
Chiefs
to-
again.
I'm just
I
saying
did.
he's wrong.
I said it's easy to pick the Chiefs again.
It's easy to pick
Yeah, we
last
picked the
year's
Chiefs
Super Bowl
again, but
winner.
we didn't pick the Rams.
It's easy. He says it's easy to pick last year's Super Bowl winner. We didn't pick the Chiefs. Nobody on this panel picked the Rams last year.
And luckily, just because you say it, don't make it true. So nah,
You make it true. Nobody picked the Rams last year.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the.
All right. Let's go ahead and move into our. I mean, some of us did outrageous picks already, but we'll go ahead and do the segment now. So some of us was just ahead of the game. Anybody want to volunteer to go first with their outrageous pick?
I'll go.
Okay.
My outrageous pick of the year is a team who has never been to the Super Bowl, will go to Super Bowl this year, and blow out whoever they play. And that team is the Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions they haven't been to Super Bowl, but they've been to championships.
but not the Super Bowl.
They've never been to
They
Super
won
Bowl.
championships.
I said
They
Super
won
Bowl.
championship, but they
Did I
ain't
say-
Super Bowl.
Okay,
I said Super Bowl.
okay.
Thank
You
you.
can put exclamation points behind it. It doesn't change that it's going to happen.
Have you ever won a Super Bowl? Have you ever been to a Super Bowl?
No, he's not talking to you right there. He's talking
You're so aggressive today, Marcus. Oh, gosh.
Good grief. All right, Mark. What's your outrageous prediction?
Well, you see, the Cowboys made it all the way to the championship, right? But they didn't make it there with Dak. I got a feeling.
Let's get out of here.
Trey Lance,
You better
the
say
first starting quarterback to get them in the playoffs. Trey Lance will be the starting quarterback to get you in the playoffs. Trey Lance.
Oh, Lord. I love it. I love it.
Oh,
I love it.
Trey Lance is going
It's
to
definitely outrageous. Now that's outrageous.
Trey Lance.
That Mark got the spirit. I mean, what Marcus says is outrageous, but it is possible. Detroit has a pretty decent squad. It's a possibility they could go to the Super Bowl. But what Mark's saying, I mean, we fighting right now to try to sign Dak to another contract. We already said that he's the third string, so you know the whole season has to go a blunder, and he would have to be our savior for that to happen. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
All right, Brown. What you got?
I will say this about Mark's prediction. Let's not forget Trent Dilfer won Super Bowl and Brad Johnson won Super Bowl.
And true.
So,
but I mean, we have to be down two quarterbacks for that to happen.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Hey,
all right. So since we're on this Cowboys, bandwagon, mine is threefold. Not only and this one really as outrageous, but Michael Parsons will win Defensive Player of the Year.
How is that outrageous?
I'm not finished.
I'm finished.
I said it's a three-parter. The Offensive Player of the Year.
Okay.
Trey Lance.
No. The Offensive Player of the Year will be CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
The MVP of the league will be Dakota Rain Prescott.
Not
Mike McCarthy.
right
Mike McCarthy.
You said threefold. You didn't say fourfold.
Mike McCarthy will be NFL Coach of the Year. That is what is going to happen.
Hey,
it's not really that outrageous. I do admit it is very possible.
Well, CeeDee Lamb being Offensive Player of the Year.
But it's going to be tough for all three of them to win it, but they're going to do it.
I think CeeDee Lamb being outrageous, Offensive Player of the Year might be outrageous, but I can see Dak winning MVP, and I can see definitely see Mike Parsons winning.
Being Offensive Player of the Year, outrageous.
I can see that.
There's better wide receivers. Justin Jefferson before him. First of all, Jefferson way before him. He'll probably have a good year. There's no way. I don't see it.
I can see
Dak. I can see Dak and I can see Michael Parsons, but I don't see
You sleeping on CD though. You definitely sleeping on CD. You just know that. All right.
We're not talking about Cooper Rush, okay? We're only talking about Trey Lance. That's how outrageous that Cooper. Well, I guess that would be outrageous that Cooper.
It would be.
So my outrageous prediction of the year is newly appointed starter Josh Dobbs. Is that how you say his name?
For the Ravens?
For the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, God.
Well, not only
Herman wins. I ain't got to say nothing else. Herman wins.
Will not only lead the Arizona Cardinals to the Super Bowl, he will do it in an MVP fashion while taking home the MVP award. And he will win the Super Bowl, giving the Cardinals, I believe, would be their first Super Bowl.
Yes.
Not mistaken.
No, they've been to one. They didn't. It'd be first.
They win their first Super Bowl, not being to their first, but winning their first.
It'll be both. It'll be both.
Who did the Cardinals play in the Super Bowl?
They played the Steelers.
They played the Steelers, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay. So that is.
Hey, man, what you drinking in a cup, Herman? What's in a cup?
Outrageous prediction.
Oh, we said
I bottled it up.
We said outrageous predictions, not smoking crack predictions. Okay?
Hey,
Same thing.
Mark the day. We're gonna wind it back. Everybody gonna be looking at it like,
oh
my
man,
God, how did he know? And I'll throw
Patience,
another in there too.
patience.
Their new head coach, he'll win Coach of the Year.
Yeah, he definitely will win Coach of the Year. No question.
Yeah,
I ain't even got a vote, and I'm gonna make sure he wins.
Yeah, he will win Coach of the Year if they pull that one off.
Oh man. All right. So those are our outrageous predictions for everybody who kind of might have came in last minute on what we were talking about. Those were our outrageous predictions of the season. Hope you like them. If one of them comes true, we will definitely promote it on the show. Not likely, but hey.
You're going to hear about it if it comes true. You definitely going to hear about
definitely going to hear. Oh, yeah. y'all might start watching the show because I'm going to be ridiculous.
Right. All right, here we go. We're going to move into to our games, picking our games for the week. First game of the week is the 0-0 Detroit Lions taking on the 0-0 Kansas City Chiefs on the Thursday night opener. The Chiefs are a 5-point favorite. Oh, no.
Well, it's 4.5. I changed it. Yours doesn't say 4.5?
No, it says 5.
Oh, it's 4.5 now. Sorry. I thought I changed it on everybody.
Big news that broke was Travis Kelce may not play. Star tight end may not play in this game. His status is still up in the air. Let's get to picking, fellas. We will start this one off with Marcus. Who you got?
I think this game will actually be a high-scoring game. What's the name? I hear Detroit really ain't got no defense. I don't trust Kansas City's defense. So I'm going to say, but I'm going to pick the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs will win. There will not be another team that won the Super Bowl and then loses the first Thursday night game of the week of the year. So I'm going with the Chiefs. But this will be a high score, I believe, a very high score.
Brian, who you got?
All right, so the matchup predictor does favor the Chiefs, like Marcus picked. They got them 66%. But with the loss of Travis, I think that the Lions may pull the upset. Give me the Lions.
Mm-hmm. Mark?
On this one, I think as Marcus said, I think it's going to be a good high-scoring game. Both these teams' defenses are not that great right now, especially without Kansas City having Chris Jones. I think this is going to force them to sign him after this game because I'm taking the Lions. I'm with you, Brian. The Lions going to win.
What?
Still in my sunshine, Mark. I was ready to lone wolf.
Look, it's concerning that Kelce may not play. It's a may not. It's not a definite, first of all. But the Lions are not traveling into Kansas City to bite on no kneecaps, okay? They going in there to lose. The Chiefs will not open up the season at home with a loss to the Lions. So give me the Chiefs.
Hey, Herman, you know that both of these teams won their last 5 of their 6 games at the end of the season.
Yeah, the Chiefs won the most important one, the Super Bowl.
That's true. Yeah, they won more than 5, but you know.
Yeah. But yeah, so it looks like we split on that one, fellas. All right, let's move into the next game. We got the 0-0 49ers traveling into Pittsburgh to take on the 0-0 Steelers. Niners are 2.5 point favor. I'll start this one off. I'm going to go with the upset pick this week, and I'm going to go with the Steelers. I think because Brock Purdy didn't get full training camp, and he's not a good quarterback anyway.
Y'all hate Purdy.
So Kenny Pickett, what's his name? Kenny Pickett, Mark?
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Little Hands Pickett.
Shut up, Brian.
Kenny Pickett is gonna. Hey, look, Kenny Pickett is gonna have a coming out party. Joey Bosa may have just got his money, but them hamstrings gonna be tight.
Bosa's playing.
Them hamstrings gonna be tight. He ain't gonna be in game shape.
He's playing. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he's gonna play, but he ain't gonna be in game shape.
Mark, your own head coach said he's gonna play.
He won't be a factor.
Your head coach before he made the contract said we planning for Bosa to play.
Yeah, he won't be a factor.
Like,
give me the Steelers.
You know, just like y'all guy here came and it was hurt and played in the first game of the season and Rex shot.
TJ?
Mm-hmm.
Steelers at home. Give me the Steelers. Marcus, who you got?
So my prediction for this game, I think this is going to be a very defensive. This is going to be a low-scoring game. Defense is going to be in there. Like we got Bosa on one side, we got TJ Watt on the other side. I think quarterback's going to be running for their lives, but I'm going to take the 49ers. Sorry, Mark.
Brian?
All right, so the Niners do edge out the Steelers in this game by the predictor, 56% to 44%. But I gotta agree with Herman, man. The way that the Steelers have been playing, the way they're gelling, the wide receivers they got on the outside, and the lack of the quarterback that the Niners have, I think the Steelers are going to get this one. Give me black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Hey, what's that wide receiver's name, Mark?
George Pickens.
That dude's a beast. He is a beast.
Yeah.
And yes, Darian, I am going against Mahomes and Reed.
Yeah. I didn't even see that comment. All right, Mark, wrap this one up. What you got?
Pittsburgh coming out with the second-year quarterback, Kenny Pickett. This is going to be Pickett to Pickens. That you won't hear this all year long. I think it's going to be a nice combination. Purdy is coming back from injury, but the biggest thing that I look at is the 49ers offensive tackle is just new. He's starting. This is his first year.
Which tackle, left or right?
Right tackle, right.
Okay.
That's on TJ Watt's side. He gonna cause havoc on that side. I'm taking the Steelers, man. I'm not going against my Steelers.
Well, looks like we got our first lone wolf of the season, and he didn't even plan it. Too bad we don't have sound effects. Oh, there it is.
See, how did y'all not hear the applause? I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you fixed it now. That's why.
Right. All right.
Hey, Marcus, dust that hat off. Dust that dunce hat off.
Yeah, get that dunce hat ready.
It's back there.
All righty, moving on to the next game. We got the 0-0 Packers traveling into Chicago to take on the 0-0 Bears. Bears are a 1-point favorite in this one. 1 point. I didn't even think they did that. I thought it almost always started at 3, at least for the home game, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start this one off. I'm going with the Bears. I think that they're gonna make their statement right here, beating the Packers, and we're gonna see just how bad the Packers possibly could be this year. Give me the Bears in this one. Mark.
Yeah, this should be a fun one, man. You got two young quarterbacks. One making his second start in his career, Jordan Love. This is the oldest rivalry in football. I love it. Two young quarterbacks, but I'm taking the Bears.
Marcus.
Look, I don't know why you said that so surprisingly, Herman. I guess I'm gonna take the Bears. The Packers reign of the NFC North is over. I'm taking the Bears. Justin Fields, DJ Moore have a field day on them Bamas. I'm taking the Bears all day.
What do you mean? Why did I say? I didn't say surprisingly. I mean,
he was like, "Well, I'm like that was a big leap to take the Bears against the Packers. Like Rodgers is still there.
Did I make it seem like it was a big leap? Did anybody else see that?
You did. You made it seem like
Marcus is just a hater.
I believe
All right, Brian, wrap this one up for us, please.
All right, so this is a close one, but the home team does have the advantage by the predictor, 52% to 48% in favor of the Bears. I got to go with you guys too, man. I think that Justin Fields is going to run all over him, and I'm just not a Love fan yet. He's going to be able to show it to me before I can start picking on the Packers. Give me the Bears.
All right, so all 4 of us picked the Bears on that one. We were unanimous. All right, let's move on to this next one. We got the 0-0 Chargers traveling into Miami to take on the 0-0 Dolphins. The Dolphins are 3-point favorite in this one. That's the usual home game field goal that you get favored. Marcus, you can start this one off. Who you got?
I actually think this might be a pretty good game. I believe a little bit in Daniel Jones, but I don't believe in that night. I'm taking the Cowboys.
I said the Chargers and the Dolphins.
Chargers.
Oh, man.
Hey, Herman, we're always in there.
I know, right?
Okay, so this one, I don't know. For some reason I couldn't get behind Miami. I'm taking the Chargers, but I wouldn't be surprised if Miami won this game. But I'm gonna take the Chargers. I'm taking Kellen Moore's new offense.
Mark.
Despite what one of our colleagues on this panel think, I think that the newfound Chargers offensive coordinator is going to find a weapon with his new rookie receiver, Quentin Johnston. I think the Chargers will come out successful in this one, and it's going to be a Kellen Moore-led offense that drives his team down to victory. I'm taking the Chargers.
Brian.
Oh, Mark. I ain't gonna lie. I looked at this game, and just real quick, the predictor was close again. They had the home team, the Chargers, at 55%. The Dolphins at 45%. Man, I looked at this game. I was like, yeah. And then this guy's voice was like in my head telling me how much Kellen Moore sucks. So my pick changed. And I'm thinking about the offense. I'm thinking about those two wide receivers out there for the Dolphins. And the Chargers defense, I just think they're going to keep up with them. So I think the Dolphins are going to get this one. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
Yeah, I contemplated this game for about a half a second.
Mark, get ready to howl.
Wait, you picked the Dolphins, you said, didn't you?
Yeah, Mark picked the Chargers.
Marcus picked.
Oh, you did, Marcus? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
But no, I was looking at this game and I was thinking about, like Brian said, the Chargers defense against those Dolphin wide receivers, all that speed, and then the Chargers offense, the curl routes, they're just not going to get it done this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Dolphins on this one because the Dolphins.
I don't know who that guy's talking to, but that's not how you spell my name.
The Dolphins will defend the curl route. So give me that.
Curl routes run effectively are very good routes. Okay.
Yeah.
Not when you run them every pass route. Not every pass route, buddy. All right, now we can go to the game that Marcus was so eager to predict. We got the Sunday night game. The 0-0 Cowboys traveling into New York to take on the 0-0 Giants. The Cowboys are 3.5-point favors. Marcus, you were so eager, so let's hear your pick again.
All right, said I believe a little bit in Daniel Jones. I like to believe Eli, but I ain't gonna believe him in Sunday night. I'm gonna pick the Cowboys.
Mark, you spreading germs, Mark?
Shut up.
You said you had the Cowboys.
Who did Marcus pick?
Cowboys.
Say it again, Marcus. We didn't hear you. What'd you say?
You heard me. I ain't saying
anything. All right, Mark, who you got?
This probably be the only game I select y'all in this season. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the Cowboys and say the Cowboys in this
one. Brian, I'll go next. Who do you think? Dak owns the Cowboys. I mean, it's been like 2002.
He doesn't own the Cowboys. He owns the Giants.
Jerry Jones owns the Cowboys.
Jerry Jones owns the Cowboys.
He gonna own the Cowboys too with the money. I can't even remember how many years it's been since the Giants have beat the Cowboys with Dak starting. It's like 2,200 something days or something like that. So give me the Cowboys on the road. And it's not even going to be close.
Speaking of owning, I know we're not doing this game, but Joe Burrow's actually 1-4 against the Browns.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that, or at least them saying that. All right, Brian, wrap this one up.
Yeah, Herman pretty much based it. You see the team, you know the name, you hate to love them, but nonetheless, Dallas will go 1-0. The Giants will be 0-1, and we'll go on to the next.
There it is. This was the stat.
Oh, I'm sorry. The predictor picked the Cowboys to win too, 55% to 45%.
Marcus.
I keep trying to put it up there.
Since that week 1, 2016, that's crazy, right?
Yeah,
it's almost that's crazy.
Yeah, and it even goes back further than that. The Giants will lose to the Cowboys. I think they won like once in like the last 11 years or something like that. It's a crazy stat.
It's pretty ugly.
Of course, and we're glad that you admit it. And there are groups that can help you with that too.
And you'll be watching the game too. That's the thing. We know
they'll be watching the game with baby breath.
Who ain't gonna be watching?
Haters in y'all gonna watch. Yeah, whatever.
They gonna stay up late to watch us whoop that ass.
I wouldn't stay up late to watch y'all. I know that.
Right. Yeah.
Y'all crazy. All right, let's move on to the last game of the week. It's the Monday Nighter, and this one should be interesting. We got the 0-0 Bills traveling into New York to take on the 0-0 Jets. Bills are 2.5-point favors. I'll start this one off, I guess. And I'm gonna say that the Jets are gonna start the season a little rough. The Bills are gonna pull this one out. I think that that the Jets offensive line is gonna need a little bit of time to gel a little bit more. But this will be, I think it'll be a good game. This will be a close game. This is probably one of the better Monday night games of the first week of the season that we've probably seen. And there's not
Marcus,
two.
put this nonsense up. I'm sorry, Marcus, put that nonsense up. The last one, the last comment.
Talking about the one before that.
No, he's right. That one right there.
Bills by 45. And we the ones smoking crack.
Right. I'm sorry.
I got the Bills. Marcus, who you got?
Well, I don't think they're gonna win by 45, but I think the Bills are gonna whoop the Jets behind. I'm just not a believer in the Aaron Rodgers Jets. That's what they proved to me. I think Aaron Rodgers is past his prime. He will not repeat what Peyton Manning and Tom Brady did, or even what what's his name, Kurt Warner did. Even though he didn't win, but he got to the Super Bowl. I'm taking the Bills all day.
Mark.
Yeah, I think the Bills and Josh Allen and Diggs win their little differences. I think they get on track on this game and whoop the Jets. I'm taking the Bills on this one all the way.
And Brian, bring it home.
All right, so you guys are right. The predictor loves Bills Mafia by a whopping 58%. So that's the largest percentage that we talked about this week. I'm with you guys. I do have belief in that the Jets are going to be a good team. I think it's just going to take a few games for them to gel and become a team. So I think the Bills are going to get this first one just out the jump. But, watch out for the Jets down the road. But give me the Bills.
I know nobody probably knows this, but as any team that ever the season they appeared on Hard Knocks, they definitely never won a Super Bowl.
I don't believe so.
Nah.
I don't believe so.
I mean, you can go back to if you think about all the teams that's been on Hard Knocks. No, they haven't.
And just real quick, Marcus, you trying to say that Aaron Rodgers today is a worse quarterback than Peyton was when he won his last Super Bowl?
Okay, so the year he won a Super Bowl, he wasn't that great. But leading up to that point, he was that great.
So, but you think you think that Kurt Warner was better than he is right now?
Yes, when he was in Arizona,
you would have rather had Kurt Warner his age then than Aaron Rodgers right now.
Yes,
100%. I'll take Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's Aaron.
I'll take Aaron Rodgers. Give me Aaron.
He was hurt.
I'll be honest with you. I will be honest with you. I would almost take Aaron over Tom Brady.
You know what, Brian? I can probably, because Brady only worked right with the system around him too. Yeah, he had to have everything. I think Aaron Rodgers could. You can get what you need out of Aaron Rodgers.
There was so much improvisation in Rodgers' game that you just can't get from them other quarterbacks.
But you know the offensive coordinator for the Jets is Hackett, who he had in Bay. So same system. So if he succeeds, you can say the exact same thing.
Oh yeah.
So just remember that. But yeah, I mean, I think Aaron Rodgers is better than Peyton was the year that Peyton won his Super Bowl with Denver.
Yeah,
I can agree.
But you forget about the season before that when he put up like 52 touchdowns.
I do remember that season, and I remember them getting their butts whooped in the Super Bowl.
Who? Oh, by
the Broncos.
Okay.
The Broncos got smashed by the Seahawks in that Super Bowl. He was at his best. Yeah.
Baltimore didn't win the Super Bowl the year.
Not Baltimore. The Broncos.
No, it was
Broncos played Seattle.
No, it was one of the questions in the chat. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not that one.
What was the question? Did Baltimore what?
Peyton
I don't know. That's a good question.
Better than Rodgers.
That's a good question.
Did they? I might look that up.
Did they do? I don't think they were.
What year did they do? What year did they do?
I know he set the touchdown record that year.
He talking about one with the Trill different one. He definitely talking about that one when they against the 49ers.
No, it would have been an older one if it was.
Yeah, it would have been the Trill
2001. Was that 2001?
Yeah.
Okay, so what year did they appear? Let's see. So that's 2001.
That's a good question.
Did Ravens appear?
What?
Hard Knocks.
That was the Hard Knock. Shannon Sharp was on
Shannon
that.
Sharp in it.
Oh, he's right.
Oh, he did?
2001. Let me see. Hard Knocks. Yeah, well, it by documented the defending Super Bowl champs. They had already won the. They had won the Super Bowl. They did them the year that they were the year after they won the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
But also, so get back to the Kurt Warner. That year, Kurt went to the Cardinals to the Super Bowl. He was fat. He was great. Matter of fact, he beat Aaron Rodgers. I think he beat Aaron Rodgers as well.
He beat Aaron Rodgers because they face masked Aaron Rodgers and didn't call it and scored a touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, they got cheated that year. They were the better team.
No, I don't think. No.
Well, I mean, you got a Washington helmet behind you, so I mean, how much credibility do you get, sir?
I have a lot of credibility, sir.
Do you?
You have a Cowboys helmet behind you. Ain't one Super Bowl.
Hey, I you guys, I do want to tell you, I wanted to thank Marcus for his story this year. In this episode, that was the most well-written story out of all of us, and I just want to applaud him.
You know what?
So yeah, according to this, no team has ever won the Super Bowl in the same season they appeared on Hard Knocks. So.
Oh, you're so petty.
And you still ain't explain what Carpi Omina, whatever the hell that thing says.
What does Carpi Omina mean?
Yes.
It means seize everything. And that is the Cowboys theme for this year. To seize everything.
And it's like that's literally the first thing that comes up when you Google it.
Oh, is it the
Yes.
Ravens?
No, the Cowboys. That's the.
Oh.
It literally is the first thing that comes up. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow. All right, fellas. Well, that wraps up everything for our picks and everything.
What did Marcus? How did he delete himself?
I have no idea.
What did he do?
He done kicked himself off.
All right. Well, that wraps up our show for the day. There he is. Oops.
Dave.
Maybe not.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Are we doing final thoughts again?
Don't touch nothing, Marcus. Don't touch nothing.
Where are we right here? We'll final thought next week. How about that? We'll have a final thought about the game. Let's do this. Final thoughts from now on will be something that we think that stood out from the previous games. How about that?
Well, I got a final thought, and I'm gonna give it today. So
Go ahead.
Well, okay. Well, you can do a final thought today too. It's fine. Yeah, you can start with yours, I guess.
Well, I just want to, like I said, I just want to wish the fifth Beatle happy belated birthday once again. I'm also leaving town this weekend to attend my brother's wedding, so I want to congratulate Max and Taylor. Even though I'm a little perturbed that you guys decided to have a wedding day in the middle of the week on a Sunday.
Hey, Marcus, you know the worst part about that too is that's for the rest of his life. Well, actually, no, the football won't fall. It won't fall on that day every year, so he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. Hey, just a quick note too before, just so everybody knows, as normal, we normally all get together for the first game of the season. Of course, Herman won't be there this year because he decided to leave us. But we are going to be at the Green Turtle in Brandywine to open the season. So, feel free to come through, stop by.
We are? We going to be?
We are.
I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
I don't know if Marcus is going to be there, but two of us will be there.
I might fly in. Y'all don't know.
Yeah. I would cry if I see you. I start crying. I might not let you leave though, for real. I may kidnap you. Keep him in my closet. Come on, let's watch football. What day is it?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Tomorrow, Thursday night.
8:30 is when the game starts, but we'll probably be there by 8.
Yeah, right. They'll be there at 8:15.
Herman. Also, too, guys, just another quick note too. We are going to have more guests on this year, so we're going to put a thing up in the group. So like a sign up sheet. If you guys want to get on, we'll get you guys on because y'all really help us out and y'all are always in the comments. So we would like for everybody else to see your faces and you can make your little snide comments about my Cowboys to my face.
Well, technically, it's not to your face because we're all virtual, so it's never to your face.
It's still, I can see what he's saying. I don't have to read it.
Mark, you got anything for a final thought?
Nothing really. I'm just excited to see football happening again. It's the most exciting time of the year, and let's get to it.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah, it really is. It's like when the Super Bowl is over, you know, we have a few things. We have our drafts and everything, and we always enjoy, you know, our draft trip. But then after the draft trip, man, it's like
you just fiend stuff, the dumbest stuff you're fiending for.
Yeah, you should. That's when it really starts to hit me, and I really start to think because, like after the Super Bowl, I'm like, next step is the draft trip. So that's where my mind is going, you know. And then after that draft trip, then it's like, man, we gotta wait.
I mean, you know what it is for me during the football season, right? I never watched like the current movies, none of that. So when the football season ends, I binge watch all the movies. I missed all the during the season. So that's my movie watching time.
Or TV shows, just binge shows and stuff. Try to keep you occupied. But hey, it's here now. Football season's here. Marcus said, football for the next however many Sundays until January, February timeframe. Brian, I wish you was here with me.
I know. I'm so jealous. I was talking about the other day. I'm so jealous. I said, Herman down there, he gets to see all the Cowboy shows and it's the Cowboy Cheetos. And
Ryan, you don't want to be down there. It's overrated. It's too hot. You don't want to be down there.
Look, it is hot.
We always say, and they got the best barbecue, no bar none.
It's all right.
It's all right. All right, Mark. I'm gonna send y'all some Pecan Lodge. Don't worry about Mark. I ain't gonna send it.
Are we boring you, Marcus?
No, I'm getting ready to wrap up, sir.
Okay, all right. Just don't knock yourself out again.
Since you look like you're getting ready to wrap up, let's go ahead and wrap it up, Marcus.
All right, before we get out of here, I want to encourage everyone to like, share, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Also want to encourage you to join our Facebook group, Delay of Game. We're also on Twitter at Delay of Game 3, on Instagram at the official Delay of Game. We will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace. We out.
Peace.